in any type of bass angling, the skill level of the angler is not the bait selection. That is a percentage of what it's going to take to be a good angler. I believe that the number one thing is accuracy of cast. It's the difference between hitting a hole like this, a hole like this, and a hole like this. If you've got a territory where you want to hit an area where you think there's like a tree stump or something like that and it's in the water, you don't aim at the tree stump. You always aim beyond the tree stump, bring it through into the tree stump to get that bite that the fish is sitting next to that tree stump. Landing on top of the tree stump, sometimes in the shallower waters, you'll spook the fish. So accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. Practicing accuracy is not doing it on the water. That's one way. If you got an opportunity to do it at your house, casting, practice plugs or plugs without hooks. By the way, you don't want to throw hooks on a plug on the grass. It just doesn't work good. I've done it. Don't work good. Take the hooks off. So accuracy, practicing your casts and getting the accuracy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate where the fish should position herself. If you look down the bank right here, you'll see a weed line right here. The weed line travels all the way out and around, and by making these casts, I've got my crankbait on right now. If I make my cast out in front of the boat, if the cameraman can cast, shine up to where that gap is up there, when I throw up there, you can see that I'm about 8 feet off to the left side of that bank. That fish most likely is going to be right along the edge, so this cast right here is not going to give me a good percentage of a strike. What I have to do is, if I miss that strike on that angle, I have to bring that bait along that edge. So if I'm casting that bait, I have to be able to put it right along that edge. That's the edge. If you look to the right 7 inches, there is a weed. That's what you want to do. So when you're driving that crankbait down or the jig or whatever, you're hitting right along that edge of that line. Making sure that you are at that right spot will give you the deflections you need to bump off of the structure. Again, you want to make sure that you're right in the zone. You don't want to be off to that edge. You want to right on the angle and come off of that edge. By keeping in that strike zone, you'll catch more fish. Practice this by laying down like a garden hose on your lawn. Lay the garden hose down. That is your outside line of your rock pile, your weed line, or a tree line. That is your targets. If you make something in your backyard with 4x4s, 2x4s, take those pieces of wood and square them off and put a little piece of plywood on top. That's your little area where you can cast. That's now a tree stump. So you can throw it alongside of it. You got 4 sides on it. It'd be like a little card table sitting there, and you can throw around the right side, left side, and those are your targets you want to practice with. By making yourself more accurate, you're going to catch more fish. This is the Fishing Instructor. My name is Randy Pringle. You're going to catch more fish by being more accurate.